Good morning, Real Newbies family. What's up to YouTube? We're back at it again. We're on another fix and flip. As you know, with most of my fix and flips, we're starting this thing off at a hotel in Durham, North Carolina. This time we're in Raleigh, North Carolina. I just checked in. It's the first morning and we're at it. So let me tell you a little bit about the project. So this project is going to be a full scale fix and flip. Now you all know my thing is lipstick flips, but I could do fix and flips. I could do it, right? It's just, I'm going to tell you some of the difficulties about this one. First things first, such a big house. We're talking 3,000 square feet, 4 bedrooms plus a bonus. You might as well call it 5 bedrooms and a bonus. So you're talking about a very large house and you're talking about very high material cost. We saw that on that lipstick flip that we worked through on the last one. Go down and check out that video. But with that deal, material costs really start ballooning really quickly, and it really broke the mold of what lipstick flips used to be. We know that this one is going to be a full-scale fix and flip just for the sheer size of this project. The house is so big, there's no way we can get in and out in 10 to 14 days. So we're projecting out 30 to 45 days just for the reno. Day one is today. I'm going to meet the guys over at the property. But before we do that, and before you follow me along on this project, I'm going to tell you about how I acquired this project. First things first, how did I buy it? Well, I didn't buy it. This deal, I partnered with the seller, and we still have an interest in the property. Because some people will say, well, why will you partner with a motivated seller? Well, first of all, the ARV for this house is $600,000. The purchase price for this house, she wanted $375,000. So for me to be able to get this deal done, because she was facing auction, we had to do this thing fast. And there's no way I was gonna come up with $385,000 cash, plus be able to handle a $75,000 potentially renovation. So with that being said, I partnered with her to reinstate her loan. So that's very different than the other deal that we did where the house was already at auction. So we had to redeem the loan. So when houses get further along in the foreclosure process, you can do two things. You can redeem. That's when you pay off the entire amount. And once it goes to auction, that's your only option. Once the house goes to auction, your only option is to redeem the mortgage. And that means pay off. It's a fancy word and it sounds nice, but it requires you to pay off the entire mortgage, which we weren't about to do that. So in this case, we reinstated her mortgage, which means you pay the delinquent amount plus any expenses, escrows, back tax, just everything, right? As well as legal fees. So in order to do that, we have to have some type of protection. So we had our attorney draw up a DOT, also stands for a deed of trust. That means that we have an interest in this property, that if and when this property sells, we get paid. So obviously we paid her the $20,000, or paid it directly to the lender, the $20,000, but we had an agreement that she would pay us a portion on that $20,000. Let's fast forward a little bit. Now she, in order to get the $600,000 ARV, she needs to do a lot of renovations. So we have our guys come out there and he gives us an estimate. Now the estimate was, we had several estimates, but let's just call it somewhere between $60,000 and $75,000 so far. So that's where we're at. So the only time I've been in that house, well, my agent has been in that house, but we had some guy go over and give us a couple estimates. We're thinking we're going to be able to get this thing done closer to 50 to 55, but we do have an estimate for 75, right? So if she can't afford that, I can leverage what I have to also partner with her further and implement additional deeds of trust. So she's agreeing to do that because she wants to maximize her ability. Because this is the thing, right? This is our value proposition. She stands to make $0 on this house if it goes to auction. But if we work together, I make money, but she makes even more money because she went from getting zero to, I think potentially she's going to exceed making over $100,000 on this deal. So that's a positive thing. So we got to look at it that way. So that's why she was willing to partner with us. It's important to understand how to craft the value propositions to make a person want to do deals with you. So the beautiful thing about this house, because it's at such a high price point, we can take FHA loans because we never took possession of this house. So it's theoretically not considered a flip. So we don't have to wait the 90-day rule. As you guys know, it's all about creativity. And I love the fact that we've been able to get into this deal for a lot less money than it should have taken place. The second thing I'll tell you, or one of the last things I'll tell you is, none of the money that's involved in this deal is mine. I borrowed all the money because my lenders, my private money lenders, were more than willing to lend on this deal because I had that deed of trust, and that gave them trust in me, right? So with that being said, understanding structuring the deal is everything. I'm gonna run the numbers really quick. ARV 600,000. We're gonna put somewhere between. We're gonna put 20,000 into the actual deed of trust and the reinstatement of the loan, and we're probably gonna put an additional 60K into the renovation, which has us in it for 80,000. We're gonna pay back 10% to our private money lenders of the 80,000, but we stand to make a heck of a lot more than that. So stay tuned. I can't wait to show you guys this whole process. Thank you for rocking with us. And if you want to hear more about what we're doing and the different nuances of lipstick flips and fix and flips, follow us, like us, subscribe, and we're gonna make this thing happen. Join us. This is day one at the hotel, and see you guys at the house. You guys, an update. We're on our second dumpster. Mulch came today. We got our plants. Just doing a lot of work, doing a lot of trashing out. Painters got here yesterday, so I would say work officially started yesterday. We needed a lot of cleanup, so we're gonna have a big day today. Got a lot of people coming by to really start knocking out landscaping. Make sure there's not a ladder in front of this door. All right. The guys are hard at work. Baseboards. All right, family, we are making progress. This is day 3, believe it or not, of this house. Man, it's really coming together. See, the guys are doing some roof repairs, and doing some siding repairs, and they're doing some minor fixes to the gutters. So that's happening now. That's why you see all the ladders. You see here, we are doing a lot of landscaping. We're seeding and we're adding mulch. This has been a 2-day process. Getting these flowers added. You see how much stuff we took down. So if you look, just the amount of things that's changed so far with the landscaping has been pretty remarkable. Yesterday we had a pretty big day. Just had a group of people out here just knocking things out. You see that side is coming down. We're gonna change that, and then we're gonna get a whole house repaint. So on the exterior, needs the power washer done, definitely. See all the mulch. Take a look on the inside. Let's take a peek and see how things are shaping up on the inside. All right. So this thing looks so different. As you can see, colors already coming together. See those bright white baseboards. We're going with another grayish color again. We're keeping the cabinets this time. So as you see, same crew is working. The best of the best painters in the world, knocking things out, super efficient. We had a lot of wallpaper on this wall, so we got that down, as well as the amount of wallpaper that was on this wall in here. As you can see, it's already been pulled down and painted. We got our materials for the shower. Got a lot of wallpaper in here. It's coming together nicely. A couple of days ago, you couldn't even see out this window because the trees were so tall. So it's pretty amazing to watch it come together. These are some of the appliances, some of the fixtures we ordered. So we'll check back in a few days. Having that dumpster out there has been very useful. So we're at it. Got a first coat on for most of the walls. We got one coat in. And you see those cabinet doors? They're drying. Cabinet's already been painted, nice bright white. Countertop should be in here next week. And we're making it happen. All right. All right. Everything is coming together nicely. Just want to give you guys an update and then show you a little minor hiccup that we had yesterday. So we had our awesome granite countertops got installed a couple days ago. So these are the granite. And then yesterday, backsplash was installed. All right, so this is the wet bar area. I'll show you the hiccup that we ran into yesterday that almost cost us the entire day, but it didn't. So, y'all see the granite, and y'all remember what was there prior to the granite being installed. It was like this formica mixed with some type of plaster, mixed with wood. Very, very difficult material to remove. All right, so with that being said, when we removed those things, it left our outlets protruding out. Okay, so our outlet boxes were protruding out. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yesterday, while the backsplash guy was here installing this lovely backsplash, he informed us that he could not complete the task because these boxes were protruding out. So my handyman was here, as well as my electrician, and we were able to make this happen. We reinstalled these boxes. We had to cut the sheetrock away, add what they call Durarock or Durock, I don't know. But it's basically the sheetrock that you put behind tile. So we were able to do that, and this is what we came up with. Still got to get the electrician back to wire these up and then to put the covers back on, but hey, crisis avoided. All right, so right now you see we have vanity lights and fixtures placed all over the house. We're trying to put everything where it belongs because on Wednesday, my handyman's gonna come and install all that, all right? So now we're trying to put the final touches. Aesthetically, you see this thing is really coming together. Man, I can't wait to get rid of that fan. But overall, things are looking really good. Landscaping looks awesome. I'm actually gonna meet the granite guy today to replace this replace this vanity with granite. Tub's gonna be demoed in the next day or two, and then we're gonna have our tub installed after we add the floors. That's our shower. So, man, this flip has been a little challenging because of the sides. Just the sheer size of this flip is what made this challenging. But with all that being said, we are really making progress. And I feel confident that we're gonna have this thing ready in the next 9 days. You know what? I'm gonna say 7. I'm gonna say 7. All right, so we've faced some hiccups, but we're making progress. And let me show you the last thing. One last thing, because I want to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. When we removed those hardwoods that were so saturated and damaged and stained, we put down this LVP. But what happens is real hardwoods is super thick compared to LVP floors. So we had big gaps on the bottom, and we had to go and redo all of those baseboards. Now, there's a good thing and a bad thing. The good thing is now the baseboards looks a lot thicker, but my painters had to do a lot of repair work on these baseboards. But they look great. They look absolutely great. So that's just something to keep in mind when you decide you want to get rid of hardwood floors and go down to doing LVP. So I hope to have another update for you once we get appliances installed. And yeah, we're getting there. Look at how dramatically or drastically different this kitchen looks. Wow. Talk to you soon. All right, so today is a big day. We are getting appliances. The appliances are getting all set up. Excited. Winding things down. That's the good news. We had a lot of hiccups on this one. Like I said, we talked a little bit about we have to get those things addressed. Big hiccup, but the good news is our handyman was able to come in the clutch, take care of the boxes. So now we just need the electrician to come back and just set those things back up. No big deal, but we got our backsplash in, so that's all that matters. This has probably been the biggest hiccup is this tub. So, you know, we wanted to go with that freestanding instead of long tub. We finally got it demoed, but not having it demoed prevented our four guys from getting the floors in here. So now, because we're doing a freestanding tub, we have to move those over. We have to move that over, change the drain. Now we have to replace the side of that. That has to be replaced with a mold and water resistant sheetrock. So yeah, this is what we're working on today. We got this demoed this morning. We had a little leak. That was fun. We got it pretty much cleaned up. It's drying right now. But yeah, we definitely had a gusher over here. Key point real quick for the fix and flippers, especially if you're new to it, realizing that we don't have a main water shutoff because we're on well. You actually turn the water off using a breaker box. But because the well water fills up in the bladder, it takes a long time once you flip that switch for it to actually stop coming out. And when I say a long time, I mean like 7-8 minutes that this thing kind of gush water everywhere. You guys missed that one. So long story short, tub is demoed, appliances are coming in, and we're making it happen. So getting the appliances installed now, and by the end of the day, we'll at least have our fridge installed. That's the stove top there, and I'll keep you posted. On. So I am wrapping up this project here in Hillsborough, North Carolina, right outside of Durham, North Carolina. It has been a wild ride. I'm excited to be finished. As you can see, I'm all packed up. It has been interesting to say the least, even at how we acquired this property. As you know, we acquired this property with a deed of trust, made an agreement to take on the renovations, and the renovations went well. We got a quotes all the way from $55,000 all the way up to $75,000. I think as of last night when we did the final numbers, we are at 63 and some change, almost $64,000. So came in about $10,000 below the high side of the budget. So super excited about that. The photographers just got to the location while I was still putting on hinges and just a little simple stuff that we were just kind of forgot. You know, at the end of the day, trying to get things cleaned up. I like to, when I finish a project, I like to just leave. Once I'm done, I don't want to keep going back every weekend, every day to do things. So once I'm done, I get it to the highest level of my ability. My guys were working late last night and early this morning to get everything ready. I feel comfortable. The photographers are in there now taking pictures. I'm headed back to Charlotte, get a chance to finally sleep in my bed. So I'm excited about that. Stay tuned. Maybe we'll give you some updates, but the house will be on the market tomorrow. So I'm super excited. 34 days into a lipstick, well, not even a lipstick flip, full scale fix and flip. So it's a done deal. And I'm excited and I'm happy with the product. Stay tuned.